वेलकम बैक थैंक यू अगेन फॉर वाचिंग संडे ब्रंच विद लुबना और अभी हम इतनी सारी बातें कर रहे थे कि टॉपिक हमारा एक था और एक के बाद हम कहाँ कहाँ बात देखिए ना इतनी सारी बातें हमारे पास करने के लिए ऑफ कोर्स हमारा ये लास्ट सेगमेंट है आप लोगों के साथ और फिर मुलाकात होगी लेकिन अभी तो बात कर रहे थे सब आप जो बात कर रही थी आई वांट टू ब्रिंग समथिंग टू दैट एंड मैं एक्चुअली मैसेज देना चाहूँगी हमारे व्यूअर्स के लिए एंड आई थिंक दैट्स रियली इंपॉर्टेंट वी वर टॉकिंग अबाउट कि जहाँ बैठे होते हैं इफ़ यू हैव अ फीमेल इन द प्रेजेंस कि अगर आप तीन लोग बैठे हुए हैं देयर इज़ अ फीमेल सिटिंग ओवर देयर तो ट्राई टू रिमेंबर दैट लाइक द वे आरिफ सेड कि हर चीज़ का एक वक्त होता है डिपेंडिंग ऑन द क्राउड डिपेंडिंग ऑन द एटमोसफियर कि अगर इट्स अ गाइज नाइट आउट आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड कि मजाक हो रहे हैं हंस रहे खेल रहे हैं अगर बंच ऑफ खवातीन बैठी हुई हैं और वो अपने मजाक कर रही हैं अपने वो गॉसिपिंग जो भी कर रही हैं but you have to remember if there is another person you have to give them the respect and I think that's something which Sabah had said also that it's something that she does for example or what I do and I'm just like you in that sense if something is not right I can just get up and leave and being in media it's even tougher because I've been doing this thing and being in media for about I think 5-6 years now so it's even a little bit more tougher but you have to because ये आपका एक standard है this is something for the girls watching out there the moms watching जो भाभियाँ देख रही हैं जो नंदे देख रही हैं जो लड़कियाँ देख रही हैं आपका जो रिस्पेक्ट है आप खुद वो गेन करेंगे कोई आपको रिस्पेक्ट नहीं देगा जब तक आप अपनी रिस्पेक्ट खुद नहीं करवाएंगे so it's a little message थोड़ा सा
There's another thing I will bring here there's also respect in language too if you're sitting somebody doesn't know Urdu or doesn't know Spanish so it's very rude not to talk in English there and you're talking to लोग आपस में बात कर रहे हैं और दूसरा बंदे को आप you're very disrespectful to that person I also walk away from there because we have a lot of mixers I go a lot of parties realtors party अगर कोई होता है कि स्पेनिश कोई बोल रहा है और मैं कभी उर्दू हिंदी में नहीं बोलती क्योंकि I'll talk when they're like group
Right,
but if my American friends are there, it's also very disrespectful, not giving them any importance, and you're just talking to yourself. And this should be, it should be from your program. It should be, you should do something about that.
Right, I definitely
say
will.
something about that.
I'll have you guys again on the show. But the thing is, and that's something I've seen. Actually, I speak Spanish too. So I've seen where people just start speaking Spanish, but they have no idea that I understand it. But then many times I'm just like, and I'm thinking, I'm like, how would I feel? Like, I understand this, it's different. But when you see two people talking, you feel uncomfortable. But then look, what are they saying?
What they're saying,
and the funniest thing is, since I've been in TV, people know my face more. Just the other day, I was at the salon, and this lady comes over there, and she's sitting, and she's like, oh, you're Lubna from TV One? And I'm like, yeah, but not right now because I look horrible. And then she's like, no. And then you know what she said to me, which I think was such a honor for her to say? She goes, Lubna, you brought up this topic the other day, and I made my son watch it on repeat. And I'm like, really?
Yes,
and then it's like, these are the things that make a difference.
Make a difference,
and you are doing. I mean, I'm just getting all like, so I'm going to start crying. But it just, and she was an elderly lady, and she told me, she said her grandkids sat with her. I had talked a couple of, I forget when, about bullying. And she said that, she sat down with her son, and she told her grandkid to watch it with her. And then the son went, and then he went, and he talked to the guidance counselor. There was a problem going on at the school. I mean, these are things, and that's the reason why I'm doing it, because it is important. And I know respect is, people might be like, kya respect, what about the respecting? But these are little things.
No, it
little
impacts
things
people's lives on a day-to-day,
impact days' lives, especially with working women who are out there.
Oh, yes.
I think we're very conscious about it.
Yes, and we should be, thinking, oh, you know what, it doesn't matter. But no, you need to stand your ground.
You shouldn't have to ask for it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Thank you, Arif. Yes.
You should be.
He's a gentleman.
But I think, and one thing I want to say, we are talking about respect, I think for the children, when my kid's in the car, I cannot text. And I shouldn't be texting, I know. But, because I made a promise to my daughter. And, the thing is, when your kids are with you, you have to teach your kids respect.
Yeah, they're watching everything.
Watching everything. My son, he's 8.5 years old. And he knows if there's anyone, when we're leaving from school, he opens the door, especially for a lady. Because that's what you teach them now, they will do it older, because that's one thing that is important. Anyway, I know I'm going off topic. There's so many things, but a couple of questions because we're going to be running out of time in a few minutes. I did want to ask you, Arif, that right now we have people watching in the whole US and the whole Canada. what message would you have for our viewers?
Oh, continue watching the Sunday Brunch with Lubna. Continue every week, because these topics that you bring up, the middle segment, which deal with social issues, I think they're really important issues that can change the way people behave in a better way. So I think that would be my message.
Thank you so much. Well, that's good too. But again, I try incorporating the topics. But besides that, I think with the questions you have, with the questions people have, and the questions I asked you, people don't know about talent insurance. People don't understand why it's important.
So I guess the other message would be that the other message would be that if you're going to buy a purchase such as real estate, which is hundreds of thousands of dollars, surround yourself with a good team that's experienced, that can make sure that once you reach your destination, or you close the deal, or you move into your house, you don't have to look backwards, you can look forwards.
Of course, and that's important. And many people, that's what the problem is. Like when I have the people on my show, because you can bring anybody on a TV show. Everybody wants to be on TV, because you're on TV. But the thing is, my thing is, I'm very not picky, but I'm very choosy with my guests. Okay, my thing is that whoever I'm bringing, how will my audience, people who have put trust in me, how are they going to benefit from it? There are people watching, and I'm sure I'll be getting emails, which I'll be forwarding to you, because we have people who are moving here or not moving here, or they're in a dilemma where they need help with it. So when I have someone like you, then I can let them know. And then when they see the way you spoke, then they know, what, this is someone you can trust. So now they trust you. So I mean, and
Thank
you can definitely do that. And
So.
of course, another question, Sabah, I wanted to ask for you right now. What message would you have for our viewers right now?
Same like Arif, I will just say that watch your show, and also make your children watch it too. It's a lot of topics you bring, Lubna, which is for these younger kids, kids who are growing here, who's born here, and they can see what problems they will be facing and what will be coming up. So you're doing a great job. Honestly, I'm just saying you're awesome job, and should keep on doing it.
An important job, because we have a transition community between old culture and new culture.
New culture.
And that's important.
And especially in Houston, it's so diverse, and every kind is here, like from all cultures, the Gujarati, Hindi, Urdu, everybody. And your show is in English, so it's really putting a good impact out there. And besides that, I know you'll ask me about professionally in real estate. I'll tell people, look for the good realtor.
Right.
They don't have to look for me or they're most welcome, but they can look for the best of the best, because it's a big investment, and there is no return policy in it. So just look for the good team, and look up for the realtor who can really help them to get their dream home.
Right, of course. And I like the way you said this, that even if you don't get me, whoever you get, and that means a lot, because usually people are like, oh, just hire me or just get me. But that really shows that it's not just about you. And even right now that you both came out, I know it's a beautiful day out right now on Sunday, and we're all sitting here indoors, but I think taking the time out, coming here, educating our community, I think that's so important. And of course, आप लोगों में से कहना था, if you want to call in, अगर आपने राब्ता करना है सबा के साथ, आरिफ के साथ, I kind of mix up Urdu and English, so, and I know you understand Hindi and Urdu, so it's fine. But if you want to contact them, अगर आपने इनसे राब्ता करना है, आपके पास कोई सवाल है, आप बहुत दफ़ा आपका कोई घर होता है, आपने चाहे को साइन किया हो ना किया हो, चाहे आपने घर लेना हो, you don't know, you're doing your first purchase, you're doing a second purchase, pre-approval letters, like everything, all those information, all those things, title insurance, you can definitely contact them, and you can definitely call this number, जो आप इस screen पे देख रहे हैं, 855-886-6387 extension 4. Or extension is again important, so if you can leave a voicemail, and you can email us with your questions. I know a lot of you have been emailing some topics that you want me to bring up, and I will definitely bring them on board, because I think it's so important. And again, a platform like TV One, I think why not? Especially if you're having that. And that's one thing I love about my show, that I never get to get permission, or I don't need anyone to say, okay, because again, there's so many things to talk about. And you're talking about the next generation here in the U.S., but I think there's so many topics that I have discussed, even for the elderly. Because unknowingly, and that's something not just with one particular thing, unknowingly we are doing some things we don't know that we're doing wrong.
There will be topics coming up for baby boomers.
Baby boomers, right?
Yes.
So when you see something and you say, hey, I did this with my mom, or what, I didn't call my dad, or I didn't call my mother-in-law, or I said this. So So those little things make a difference. I think it's so important. So thank you to both of you. I mean, for those kind words. It really means a lot to me for both of you coming out and the kind words you guys gave my show and gave me. Anyway, it's time to wrap up the show. So thank you once again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
वक्त आ गया हमें show wrap up करने के लिए. I want to say thank you to all of you for being a part of TV1 of Sunday Brunch with Lubna. And not only that, I do want to thank Roop Sari Palace for providing this gorgeous wardrobe. Do stop by and take a look over there. Roop Sari Palace is right here in Houston. और जाने से पहले मैंने आप लोगों से कहना था, something that's really important is जब कुछ गलत होता है तो कुछ कीजिए उसके बारे में. It's very important to do something about that. Because हम ये सोचें चलो हमारे साथ नहीं हो रहा है, उसके साथ हो रहा है तो चुप रहे. No, you need to do something because you know what? You never know when it can happen to you. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. Think about it. And inshallah next week फिर मुलाकात होगी. आप फिर हमारी दुआ में याद रखिएगा. अल्लाह हाफिज़.